Hi, my name is Masha, I'm the blonde from Coding Blonde, and if you guys are following me on Instagram, you might know that I have recently gotten a life upgrade, essentially, because I have a workspace now and I have this awesome stand-up desk from Uplift Desk. Yay! Look at it go! And since then, I've become so much more productive, and I've learned a ton about workspace organization, productivity, and all that stuff, so I wanted to give you 5 ways in which you can upgrade your workspace to become more productive. And tip number 1 is make a clear distinction between work and play/relaxation area. I can't stress this enough. It's actually from personal experience. Make sure your mind knows where it can relax and where it should focus. It has to understand that these areas are different. And it's especially important for those of us who are working from home because it's super easy to get distracted when you're working from a sofa or your bed. You know, the places where you're used to relaxing or having fun, browsing the internet, shopping online. And so if you're trying to work there, you might wake up having shopped online for 3 hours, and that's not exactly productive, is it? But the same principle can apply to your office. Make sure that you are working at your desk, and if you need to take care of some personal stuff or, again, go shopping online, we do need to do that sometimes, try to do that somewhere else. Create a clear distinction in your mind between workspace and play space so that you don't become a victim of distractions and your productivity doesn't suffer. Tip number 2, design for movement. A lot of researchers nowadays say that sitting is the new smoking. There's evidence that sitting for a very long time and not moving throughout the day can cause an earlier death, or at least, there's a correlation with that. I won't go into too many details about that, but it's a very, very interesting topic. So I will leave some links in the description so that you can read about it if you're interested. So to avoid all of that, design your workspace for movement. For example, get a standing desk or one of those standing desks converters that you can put on a normal desk and they will actually function as a standing desk and adjust to your height. This will help you stay more active while working and burn more energy. And if you want to go one step further, you can even get one of those motion boards. They're awesome. However, if you can't get one of these babies, make sure you take breaks around every 30 minutes and move around. That's what experts recommend. There's been research saying that these short active breaks can actually help improve your mood, decrease the signs of fatigue, affect your appetite, and also affect your productivity. And I mean, that makes sense, right? If you're active, your circulation is better and therefore more oxygen goes to your brain, so, win-win situation. Again, all of the articles about the research that I've mentioned are in the description, so there's your further reading if you want. But the conclusion is, if you want to be more productive at your workspace, design it for movement. Tip number 3, decorate and customize your space. Create a space that you love and that you would want to go back to, because at the end of the day, you will spend quite a lot of time there. Make sure that it reflects your personality, the nature of your work, and gives you room to be inspired and creative. And here are some of the ways in which you can do that. Get a plant, or multiple, like I did. Spice up your stationery. Go crazy with those pens and sticky notes. Put some personal photos up. Get a nice lamp. Or you can also get a dream board. I've actually read about this in one of the articles when I was preparing to make this video, and it's such an awesome idea. It's basically like a Pinterest board of all of your dreams. Because when you can visualize it, I guess you're a step closer to achieving them because you are much more intentional about what you do. So I love that tip, and actually I'm going to create one over there. Again, this should be a place that makes you feel productive. Customize it as much as you can to save time and also to make it a place where you do like to work. Make sure that you have all the stationery that you're going to use easily accessible, and also adjust the heights of your monitor, desk, chair so that you have the right posture, so that at the end of the day your back isn't hurting. For example, my desk is programmable, so I can make it remember the different heights that I normally use. So when I'm sitting, it's one height, and then when I'm standing, it's another height, and it can adjust automatically. And if you want to see how I've programmed it, check out my video on Instagram TV. The link will be in the description as well. This is probably my favorite tip because I have recently discovered that I love decorating. You see, I've never lived in a flat for long enough to actually decorate it. So this was my first experience actually planning things out and arranging them in the way that I like, and it was so much fun. It's not finished yet, it's not 100% done yet, but it's getting closer and it just makes me so happy looking at it, and I do want to go back, you know? This is what you should create for yourself, a place where you do want to go back because it just inspires you and you're so happy that it exists. And if you guys got inspired by my setup and would like to check out some of the items that I have here, I will leave the links to all of them in the description. Number 4. Lighting. We have already spoken about you getting a lamp as decoration, but proper lighting is vital to your productivity. And if you can be close to a window and get some of that gorgeous natural light, do that, because there are studies that show that it really affects productivity. Studies have shown that being exposed to natural light helps your brain and your body synchronize and therefore affects your circadian rhythm. And having that in sync helps you sleep better and therefore makes you more alert, productive, and happy. This is crazy, but research shows that people who are exposed to natural light throughout the week are not only more inspired to exercise, but also get on average 46 minutes more of sleep per night compared to their colleagues who are not exposed to natural lighting. Again, if you're interested in the topic, I will leave all of the links to my research in the description. So if you can, make sure that your workspace is close to a window so that you're getting natural light. And if you can't do that, make sure you take regular breaks and go outside for a walk to get that natural light and also get your blood flowing. And that goes nicely with the movement tip. Another thing that you can do is get one of those smart daylight lamps. I've been super impressed by the amount of research on lighting and productivity, especially by charts like this one from Online MBA, which shows you which temperature of light is better for what. I will also leave a link to their article in the description, so you can check that out as well. As you can see from this chart, different warmth of light are better for different things, and there are lamps that actually have all 3 of those different modes. A great one that I found is also by Uplift Desk, and I will leave a link in the description. It's also LED, so it consumes much less energy overall and is better for the environment. And finally, but very importantly, make sure that your workspace is free from clutter and is organized. I don't know about you, but I can't be productive when there's a mess around me. I get super distracted by everything and end up playing with them, or I just switch my attention from different things and therefore from different tasks and never get into that state of flow or deep work. So yes, when decorating and customizing your space, make sure that things can be easily put away and cleared so that you have that space on your desk. In my mind, I almost see that space on your desk as the space in your head, and you always need mental space to be productive and creative. So yes, make sure that you clear your desk regularly to clear your mind. I hope that you guys have enjoyed my 5 tips and have found something interesting and actionable that you can do to improve your workspace today, essentially. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and follow me on other social media, for example Instagram, where I first announced about my workspace redecoration. Have a wonderful time of the day you're currently experiencing. Bye!